All right, are we ready? We're recording. Okay. Hey, you guys, it's Jenny and Natalie here. We just wanted to take a minute to explain our event coming up next week. We did have our plans kind of wrecked today by my toddler. We were going to meet face-to-face and do this live stream, but technology is at least working in our favor today, so we're going to do it this way. She's at her house, I'm at my house, and we can still cover all the details for you. So as you guys know, we have an initiative that we are shooting for this month, which is to really get your mind set on recruiting coaches into your team. And so what we wanted to do was not only have the flash sale that we already had last week to help you hit Success Club earlier in the month, we wanted to really be helping you invite to the coach opportunity. And there's really no better way to do that than to have some sort of third-party tool that does the talking for you and that really creates an experience for somebody on the other end to really understand what it means to be a coach on your team. So a third-party tool, for those of you who don't know, is Anything But You. So really just having people hear about coaching from someone else or from a group of people usually tends to be a more powerful way for people to be more open to it and to really have their questions answered and see themselves doing the same thing. So usually, I don't know if this is a side note, but what I've found is the objections I tend to get when I try to just pitch the coach opportunity tend to be because that person thinks that they need to be me in order to be a coach. And so that is the power of a third-party tool, is having other coaches do the talking with you, alongside you, so that people can hear different stories and different testimonials. So what we wanted to do was, as you guys know, the 26th through the 28th of February, which is next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to be leading a 3-day group on Facebook. Okay, so we have a format for that, and Natalie's going to go over that here in a minute. But the idea here really is to showcase the different ways we have found fulfillment with coaching. And if you really think about it, at the end of the day, like, most people aren't coming into the business saying, hey, I want to earn a 6-figure income. This seems like a great way to do it, right? Like, most of them come in looking for fulfillment in other ways. Sure, the income is attached and they want to make an income, but we want to really showcase what those different areas are. And so we've taken a look at, okay, what are the primary 4 or 5 areas of fulfillment that people really seek out when they seek out an opportunity like Beachbody? And for us, it came down to, there's, fulfillment in personal growth. There's fulfillment in just the health and fitness accountability. There's fulfillment in tribe and those relationships that you're building as a coach. There's fulfillment in the recognition that you may or may not be getting from your corporate job or from your full-time work. So there are multiple ways that people can really find enjoyment and fulfillment in coaching. And that's what we really want to focus on. So we're calling this Finding Fulfillment with the Coach Opportunity. And that's how we want you to be talking about it on your social, right? For the next week and a half, really be talking on your social a lot about the different ways that you have found fulfillment with coaching. Talking in stories is always a great way to get people's attention and connect. So that's sort of the concept behind this. We really want you guys to be inviting the people that you feel would make amazing coaches on your team. So maybe there are some people that you've had in mind that sort of scare you a little bit. Maybe they intimidate you a little bit because they raise your lid. Perfect. Those are the people that we want in this group. We want people hearing about the coach opportunity, not just people who might be interested in the discount, but people who really want to work the business. And that's how we're going to find working coaches. So I'm going to let Natalie kind of cover the ins and outs and the format, but I'm super excited for this.
I'm already so excited just listening to how you kind of wrapped up the whole coach experience, because all the things that you chatted about are reasons why I'm a coach. And I think it's going to be really neat. So like Jenny said, this is going to be a 3-day event, and I think it's going to be pretty cool to help you connect with people, give people a chance to hear about our team, and then have an opportunity to sign up on the last day of the month. And Jenny is going to close out with some really cool details on that. So our first day, so it would be Tuesday the 26th, that is when we are going to have our special event, okay? And when Jenny talks about showcasing, we're going to have basically a panel where we are going to have some coaches who are going to be sharing all about those themes that Jenny just mentioned. It's going to be more like an interview process. not people just posting, videos, but actually the interaction with different coaches, their experience, why they became a coach, how their lives have been fulfilled in different areas. And it's really going to be a cool way for people to hop on. It'll be streamed into that event page. Okay. However, it will also be recorded so people can catch the recording over the next day and a half, and can, hopefully sign up to join your team. So the showcase will be on Tuesday. Then Wednesday will be a Q&A. So Jenny and I were just chatting about some different common questions that people have about coaching. We want people to ask away. We want people to interact with you, and those people that you have brought in, we want them to talk to you and really learn more about what coaches do and just the experience you've had and how it's changed your life. So there'll be different prompts, I think is kind of what Jenny talked about, or some frequently asked questions that will all encourage some conversation, almost like a forum, I guess you could say, on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, that is the end of the month. So we will be wrapping up the event with basically how they can get started, how they can enroll, what that would look like. And Jenny will go further into that. The reason, lastly, I'll say this, the reason we're so excited about this format is it's usually the testimonies that bring people in to even, join you as a challenger. We want that same process to be the reason why people want to join our teams. We want people to hear from multiple coaches, like Jenny said, because there's always something out there that'll speak to someone when you have different shared experiences. So Jenny's going to wrap it up. She's going to talk to you about the last day and what that will look like.
So after these prospective coaches have heard from the roundtable call that we're doing, right, where they get to hear all the different questions being thrown at some of you will be reached out to shortly about being featured on this. But once they've heard from you, and once they've kind of had a chance to digest everything, then on Thursday, which is, like Natalie said, the last day of the month, we will have 2 options for them to enroll as a coach, right? It'll be the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, or most likely the 2B Mindset Challenge Pack. One of those 2 products will be featured very similarly to the flash sale, how we throw up different challenge packs during the flash sale. I find that, like, even after our flash sale last week, those tend to be the 2 most popular challenge packs chosen. Also probably the most popular packs chosen for new coaches. So that will be showcased as the 2, featured challenge packs to get started as a coach. We will be letting them know that anybody who purchases that day on the last day of the month will receive a coach welcome pack from our teams, in addition to their coach starter pack that they'll get from Beachbody with their Shakeology and their challenge pack, right? So it'll be an extra incentive for them to sign up that day. We'll have a little language in there about how, we're going to be onboarding them and helping them succeed in the month of March. So we want them to get their order in today, so that we can welcome them to the team heading into the new month of March. So that'll be the incentive, sort of end of month incentive that's being offered. So,
hey Jenny, really quick, I was just thinking, I know a common question we might get is also if they already are like a Beachbody On Demand member. Well, all the completion packs are on sale, like a promo too. Mm-hmm. So if they're already a challenger, there's other great ways that, we can help them enroll as a coach.
Exactly.
And take advantage of that, which is really awesome.
Yeah. So, obviously you guys know that, it's going to totally depend on the person, and you guys are having conversations with these people anyway. So you're going to know what's best for them as far as what pack or completion pack to set them up with. So we're just featuring these 2 as the, 2 drivers to get them looking, to get them figuring out how they want to get started. But it's up to you to ultimately decide what pack is appropriate for them. I know with the flash sale, we had even featured a picture of a completion pack so that the people knew that was an option if they already had BOD. So we can throw that in there also. So I'm super excited for this. I think it's going to be really, it's funny because I've seen so many other coaches, and even my team can attest to this. We've done so many like sneak peeks and behind the scenes and what is a coach Q&A and all that kind of stuff. And it's not to say that those things aren't successful, because I know a lot of coaches are making them successful for themselves and their teams. But I've always just felt like something was missing. It always felt like a logistical conversation, and not so much like the fulfillment piece, right? Like not so much the touchy feely, this is why you want to do what we do type approach. So we're really just leaving logistics out of this. We're letting the stories and the testimonials do the talking, because as we know, people will make a decision based on their trust level with you and their relationship with you and whether or not they connect with your story, more so than whether or not you covered the policies and procedures correctly, or if you covered all the logistics correctly. So that's what we're aiming for with this. Anything else that I'm missing? Can you think of?
I think it's awesome. I just think it's gonna be an incredible way. And I can't wait to do the interview style. I cannot wait to have just kind of like this cool interactive panel, so people can get to know us. That way it doesn't, like I think Jenny said at the beginning, and then I know we need to wrap this up for you guys. So many of the previous ways that we've tried to bring up the coach opportunity have felt very like MLM or salesy, or you're constantly getting all these messages from people that are running, different product things. This is about the experience. This is an opportunity to bring in people who've been on your heart as a coach, or someone that you really think is a dream coach, and giving them a chance to not just hear from you again, but with the hope that they're going to connect to some other stories on there, and take that leap of faith to join you. That's our goal. So not just to share, but to share and then give them the opportunity before the end of the month, and to give you an opportunity to grow the teams that you're wanting to grow, which has been almost everyone's shared kind of goal, I think, in the Leaders United group, is people want to feel like they are building their own team and their own tribe. And so I think we're doing something pretty powerful. I think this is going to be incredible. Now the step for all of you is to reach out to those people. And like Jenny said, we're going to share some different ways and kind of open up a forum in Leaders United on how to invite to this. But you know about it now. So now is the time for us to connect with people and invite them in.
Yeah. And actually I wanted to share this really quick, because I know that I've already had a couple of my coaches asking, like, well, what are some ways that we can share more about finding fulfillment with coaching? And so I made this short little list today, and I will share it in the leaders group as well when I post this recording. But if you're like, well, who am I going to invite to this event, right? Like, hopefully you have people that you've already been talking to, that you've been planting seeds with about coaching, maybe current challengers or just other people that you follow on social that are into health and fitness. Whoever you've dropped the seed plant to, or you wish you dropped the seed plant to, now is the time to reach out and say, I have the perfect event for you to attend. This, most simple form of an invite here is to say, gosh, I have found such different sources of fulfillment in this coaching thing that I do. And I feel like I'd be totally remiss not to share it with everybody I know and with other people who inspire me. And you're one of those people who inspires me. And I just feel like I need to reach out to you and let you know that my team is hosting this incredible event next week, where we're going to be sharing all about the different ways that we've each found fulfillment in this business, because it looks different for everyone. And I just wanted to know if you'd be interested in checking that out. Right? Like, so just really come from a place of gratitude, a place of genuine authenticity. And because that's what we ultimately want. Like, that's why we're literally like, there aren't very many teams that are out there saying, hey, let's just open up our hearts on this roundtable hot seat style, what is coaching thing, right? Like, usually they're more comfortable sharing logistics. And so we're saying, no, we're not going to share the logistics. We want to share our heart with you. We want to share why we are so passionate about this. And so we want you guys to be inviting in the same way. We want you to be inviting in a way that makes you uncomfortable, in a way that's like, ooh, there's this certain girl that I feel like would make a great coach on my team, and I'd love to have her, but I've never mentioned it to her. This is the thing to get her to watch, right? So for the next, whatever we have, like 7 days, right, you're going to be talking about the different ways that you've found fulfillment with coaching. I think that showing what it is that you look like as a working coach, right? Like, what does working Natalie look like? What does working Jenny look like? What do you do when you're working? For me, right, I'm checking in with my virtual gym clients. I'm mentoring my coaches. I'm helping connect people to tools that work for their health and fitness. Those are the types of things that I'm talking about on my social. I'm branding myself a CEO and leader, right? I'm not just saying, hey, I work out, I drink this shake every day, because by now you guys are in this leaders group for a reason. People already know that you're proof the products work, right? So now let's be proof that the personal development works. Let's be proof that the business opportunity works. And let's start showing that. Share the different ways that coaching has brought you fulfillment, whether it's personal growth, whether it's your own health accountability, all those different ways we just talked about. And the other thing that I think is a really cool thing that I'm planning on doing as well is featuring your coaches for the next 7 days. What coaches do you have on your teams that are working this business in a certain way? Maybe they're working full time and they're working this business on the side or whatever. Share their story, share their picture, do something like that on your social this week, because that type of stuff is going to grab attention and will help you in those conversations. So those are, because I know that question's coming next, right? Of like, okay, how do I invite to this? You invite from a place of genuine authenticity, and you showcase on your social what makes you a working coach and the different ways that you found fulfillment with that.
That was like a mic drop. I almost grabbed my notebook to start taking notes, Jenny, because
we got to end it with a bang, right? We got to like make sure they're excited about this. So I really think that like the flash sale last week just rocked my world. And I feel like I want this particular group to have the same energy. We should be getting people were so excited after the flash sale to start their journey with health and fitness, right? Like they come in like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm excited, right? They have no idea. They're like, what program do I do? I don't even know. Like, someone help me. That's how we want people to come into this business, right? Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but will someone please show me? And so we only do that. Like, we get passionate, excited people by being passionate and excited. And so that's the way we should treat this event. So I felt like I had to end it passionate and excited. Did it work?
I would press I would go back and take some notes on what you just said, and I'd implement it every day all the way until the flash sale starts, and make that the focus.
Perfect.
I think it's incredible.
Awesome. So if I hit end recording, then does it end our thing?
No.
Okay.
Just
I'm going to end this recording now.
this.
Okay, you guys, let us know if you have any questions.
Bye.